is the founder and president of the Christian Apologetics Research Ministry, found online at carm.org. When you have questions about Bible doctrines, turn to Matt Slick Live for answers. Taking your calls and responding to your questions at 877-207-2276. Here's Matt Slick. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's me, Matt Slick. You're listening to Matt Slick Live. It's a nice Friday. Oh, man. Fridays are good days, usually. This one, past 2 days have been exceedingly busy. And I mean, wow. So I've dropped the ball on several things. It's just too much to do. But hey, just moving forward. Glad I got a lot to do. Hey, if you want to give me a call, all you got to do is dial 877-207-2276. It's easy to do. You can give me a call, all right? And I want to hear from you. If you're new to the show, this is a Christian apologetics show. I've been doing apologetics for a long time, and I enjoy it a great deal, and want to be able to continue to do it. So we'll just see. Now, yesterday I was starting to read a little bit of a Wacko Mail, and I'm trying to find it. It was awesome because what I'll do is read Wacko Mail and Love and Hate Mail on Fridays sometimes with stuff. So yeah, I could read some of that stuff, but anyway. Okay, hey, look, I want you to give me a call. Okay, 877-207-2276. If you want to watch, you can go to rumble.com and / Matt Slick Live. You can do that. And I've got to get the Discord server thing opened right now, but I've been swamped, so I'm just still catching up with stuff. So if that sounds like something you want to do, you can watch. It's not a big deal. But what's really good is we have the people who join us in the text, who join us in the chat rooms, and we've made friendships. Some good friends we've made, and having never even met. So that's not that it's a good thing we haven't met, but it's a good thing we'd be able to make some good, let's say, just some good friendships. All right, and you can participate in that. You can. All you got to do is go to rumble.com / Matt Slick Live. All one word, Matt Slick Live. That's for radio. All right. So let's see. Had some conversations with some people today. Well, not with, listening to some orientation stuff on some schoolwork and some other things. And I find it interesting. I really did find it interesting. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of people, a lot of Christians are struggling with. Even those who are trained, they're struggling with critical thinking and logic and some other concepts and some stuff. And and I get it. I get it because they don't do what I do all the time. I'm not better than them or anything. They got schedules. They got stuff they got to do. I just get to do this a lot. And so it was kind of interesting to hear some of the comments and some of the stuff people were talking about. It's all good stuff, but yeah, it's got me thinking. One of the things I want to do is be able to train Christians, and I just can't quite figure out how to do it efficiently, properly, so they can really learn. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to do, and even now I'm thinking, how can I do this? One of the things I want to do is be able to do seminars where I can just teach and just say, here, you need to do this, and develop coursework for it as well. That's one thing I'd like to do, but it just takes so much work, and I got so much going on. So I don't know, but I want to find a way to communicate truths, simple truths and deep truths, so that people can learn them, get exposed to them. Teach them how to do things like outlining and how to get information. And oh boy, there's a yawn. Excuse me. And that kind of thing. Now, just so you know, for those who might be curious, I am trying to get into Clubhouse or / Club Deck. The powers that be updated it, and I can't get it to work on my system anymore. It just doesn't work. And I've tried all kinds of stuff. I know some quick and slick things to do. Run as administrator, check various things, admin permissions, and I can't get it to work. So I just want people to know that that's the problem. I'm not able to do it. Okay, so when I can, I will. if and when it works. And also, if you are interested in listening, you can do it in Discord. Now, that Discord's not very easy to work with. So I'm just telling you that right now. And I'm in the radio show thing on the server. You can go to carm.org/social media, and um, you can find out what the URL is, all that kind of stuff. We got somebody. Oh, they're not on hold yet. It looks like they're already on the air. That's interesting. There we go. No, it's off. Let me finish up a couple things. We'll get to him. So I just want to let people know, if you're listening, I am trying to get it to work. The Clubhouse thing. I'm going to be working on a couple things. So we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. All right. Why don't you give me a call? 877-207-2276. And I know we're having a problem now because that caller came on and now it looks like on hold, but nothing's showing up with it. So maybe Keith, if he's there, can type out what's going on and let me know. In the meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, you can email me radio questions and comments. All you got to do is just address it to info@carm.org, CARM.org, and you can type in the subject Carm radio question or a radio question, radio comment, something like that. All right, let's see if I can get to some of the. That is weird. What's going on with that? Okay, we lost a caller. 5 open lines, 877-207-2276. All right, let me just get to some of the radio questions. I already got to that one. And where did the Carm T-shirts, where can they be found? Well, where is that, Charlie? Where are the Carm T-shirts? If you're still doing that, let me know. And I'll tell them where it is. You're not? Okay, he's not doing it right now. So you have to put on hold for that, but we're going to be working on some stuff, trying to get some things going later. We'll figure it out if we can. So it looks like we're having problems with the phones, I think. It looks like it to me. So I don't know. Maybe Charlie, you could call the number just to see if we can get in. You can tell me what's going on and try and test it. They might be having a problem with their system. If that's the case, that's just what it is. See, yesterday the internet went out, so we had a cell phone, and 3 Mormon missionaries showed up. This is someone typing. When I was going back to talk with Matt, spent an hour with them. Good. That's in the live chat there of Rumble. So, okay, now it looks like we got it there. Let's try this. Let's see if we can get on the air with Joseph from Utah. Joseph, welcome. You're on the air.
Hey, Matt. Sorry, for some reason the call getting disconnected.
Well, it happens.
I know you helped me find a new.
I'm sorry?
I know you helped me find a new church.
Okay, good.
I said I know you helped me find a new church. I was wondering, do you have a set of criteria that I could give to somebody to help them find a new church if I do find people who are,
yes,
wanting their church, but they're not anywhere near me, for example?
There's an article that I wrote about this on Carm, what to look for in a church, or what things should we look for in a church. And so I'm looking at the article right now. And I listed out several things. You should expect to find in a good church, doctrinal issues like the Bible is inspired, inerrant Word of God, the final authority. There's only one God. The Trinity is taught. Jesus is born of a Virgin Mary. Salvation is by grace through faith, alone in Christ alone, not by anything like baptism or ceremonies. Okay, there are lots of things to avoid in churches. So because there are so many. So if they were to deny any of the essentials, then just flee. Also, a bad church will affirm women pastors and elders. And I can talk about that if anybody's interested. You want to call me up and talk about that. That's fine. And
I remember hearing you say something about that yesterday too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You or I said that yesterday. Well, I had missed the first part.
You said that yesterday about women being pastors in churches, and I was listening to that. I'm like, that's really cool to hear that. I mean, I hadn't heard that before, and I know you said that you would love to have someone call you on it and discuss it with you, and that'd be a good one to listen to.
Yeah, it's a very important topic, and the reason is, is when Adam and Eve were created, Adam was created first. He has the position of authority. When they both sinned, they're both hiding. But the pre-incarnate Christ came to the man and said, "Where are you?" He didn't address her, he addressed Adam. This designates the issue of authority, position that Adam was in, and by default, we men are in as well. And so Paul says he doesn't allow women to teach or exercise authority, and he connects it with the issue of Adam being first created. It's called primogeniture. And so this is critical. And why is it critical? Because the church needs strong men, not brutes, but strong men who stand up for the truth. And masculinity is under heavy attack. And so because they're not doing their job, women are stepping up to do their job of men. We see this in transgenderism, and we see it in trans pastorism, because the women are now taking the place of men, thinking that they can do that same thing, and it's false. They can't. They're not supposed to do that. And like I said, I'll offer this again. I've been doing this for 20 years of radio. That anybody wants to debate me on it officially at your church, fly out, and it has to be on your church ground, whatever, or you can fly out here and do it here. I'll find a church, and we'll debate it formally. It's got to be recorded, and we'll go through it. I've not had a single offer, a single person take me up on that offer. In years and years and years, I've been offering this over the radio. So nevertheless, and here's another point, is that in my research, that 80% of churches and denominations that adopt women pastors within 2 generations start supporting homosexuality. 80%. I've done the research and updated it in a few years, but that's what I found. When I went to different websites, I looked at their views, the denominational websites. I looked at their doctrinal statements and their history for denominations and when they started adopting homosexuality. And I did my research. It took me weeks to find this out. So that's that. So here's another problem that is existing in some churches, and it's not heard about, not heard of very often. It's unbelievers leading in worship. I knew of a church in San Diego where an unbeliever was being paid to play a musical instrument in the worship band because they considered it a form of ministry to that guy. And I just said that's sinful. You have an unbeliever helping to lead in the worship of the true and living God, and you're paying him cash for that. I said, that's horrible. His position is not to be in worship of God. He doesn't even know God. It's a blasphemy. It's a mockery. I was really upset about that, but that's another thing.